Hello, you're all very welcome here to Belfield for live coverage of the Intermediate Camogie Championship final between Kilrush and Oylegate Glenbrien. It's a great day here for the middle of November in Belfield. There's no wind at all and it's quite warm considering the time of year, so conditions are good. The pitch is a little bit sticky, I suppose, considering the amount of games that are played here, but otherwise conditions are very, very good. And I'm delighted to be joined by Alan Brennan and Claire O'Connor. First of all, Claire, what sort of a game do you think we'll have?
Well, I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than their round-robin game in which Kilrush won by 10 points, 117 to 1-7. It's a final. Anything can happen in that last hour. Both teams are looking pretty eager out there. I'd imagine that Oylegate will have stepped it up a lot. I know that they were probably disappointed with the start of their campaign against Rathnewer, and they went on to win 3 of their 5 games. So, I'd imagine they're in a better place. Probably Kilrush really would be hotly tipped to win it. They've won 5 out of 5. They've a lot of great players. They've a lot of strength, and plenty of experience from underage. 8 minor girls, I think, or 6 minor girls. Lots of representation from the inter-county set up with Emma Tompkins and Mag Byrne there up front. So I suppose the general Camogie thoughts might be that Kilrush have the upper hand slightly, especially given the campaign they've had this year. But you never know. In that last hour, you never know.
And Alan, what way do you think it'll go, or what sort of a game do you think it'll be?
Yeah, I was actually at that Kilrush and Oylegate match in the round robin. Oylegate came out of the blocks very quick, and I think they were actually, with 5 or 6 minutes in the second half, they were leading 1-7 to 5 points, and then Kilrush just turned it on and they got 1-12 in the last 25 minutes without replies. So I imagine they will be trying to start faster here today, but then take nothing from Oylegate either. They had a great win over Clone Gales last day in the semi-final, whereas when they played them in the last round robin game up in Cranford the Friday night before that, and it was a bit more on edge, but it seemed like in the semi-final they were able to hurl with a bit more freedom, and they did that, racking up 2-15, whereas they hardly scored that all year. So look, I think this game is going to be a lot closer than maybe everyone thinks. It's look 2 good teams. I'm looking forward to it anyway.
And I suppose as well, you saw Emma Tompkins, one of their main players, coming off last week with a bit of an injury, and those kind of things, and Anne Byrne as well. Those kind of things, you don't need that coming into a final. You want everyone at their best. So that kind of stuff does matter on final day. Manny's a good player, has been lost in the first 10 or 15 minutes. So it looks like they're both up for it here now. I see Anne Byrne carrying a bit of a bandage on her leg there. So. You never know what the last hour brings, but it's definitely, as Alan said, going to be a lot of a closer, hopefully anyway, a lot of a closer campaign today.
And the referee today is Philip Murphy, and he'll be assisted by 2 Rathnewer men as the linesmen, David O'Leary and Martin Quigley. So we wish all the officials the very best of luck as well. The 2 teams are in huddles there, Alan, and the last few moments of instructions before the game begins.
Yeah, this all the preparation up to this point has been done, so now it's up to the players to go out and perform on the day. That's all you can ask. Just looking, probably Oylegate might be a little bit fresher today, having like Kilrush had 10 girls that are starting today in the Clone E panel for last weekend for the football final. So I know across the Big Malmurn had a Shield semi-final last weekend, but I wouldn't say they were taking that as serious as Clone E were trying to win a football title.
I think essentially though we are dealing with 2 of the strongest teams. I mean, Kilrush won the intermediate in 2018 and Oylegate Glenbrien in 2019, so you're still dealing with 2 of the strongest teams in the campaign, so just fruits them to get to the final today anyway, that's for sure. And
just quickly to run down through the lineouts in the programmes: number 1 for Kilrush, Bredeen O'Rourke, Danielle Hayden, Niamh O'Rourke, Maura Kavanagh, Zoe Tobin Cosgrave, Sharon Sunderland, Karen Tompkins, Anne Byrne, Mairead Sheehan, Anna Kinsella, Emma Tompkins, Ava McSweeney, Lorna Fortune, Amy Tobin Cosgrave and Mag Byrne. And the 15 Oylegate: Gemma Doyle, Leanne Cullen, Derry MacDonald, Sinead Stamp, Lauren Doyle, Siobhan Cummins, Ava Kelly, Kellyanne Dempsey, Dervla Doyle, Amy Fortune, Amanda Scallon, Nolene Shanahan, Leah Scallon, Alicia Cullen and Katie Sludds. Now we'll try and keep you up to date as best we can with any changes. No doubt there'll be plenty of positional changes, but have we spotted any personnel changes yet from the 1 to 15s? I'm not so sure. I think both teams are lining out as per programme.
Yeah, no, both teams seem to line out per programme anyway, so hopefully we get a good game here now.
So it's going to be Oylegate Glenbrien who play into the town end here, and Kilrush who play into the country end from left to right as you're looking at it on camera. The referee Philip Murphy throws the ball in, and Ray Sheehan is the first one to try and get it up, but there's a foul there, and the referee is given an early free to Kilrush, and an early opportunity probably for it's going to be Sharon Sunderland to come up to take it, I think.
Yeah, Sharon has traditionally taken a lot of their frees from the back, so this is a bit closer to the posts for her.
And the strike is in around the edge of the square, and the referee has spotted the square ball. I think maybe there, and there's going to be a free out to Oylegate, Helen.
Yeah, Magborn seemed to be in around the square there, so it was a good shot in by Sharon, and probably should have dealt with a bit better in there.
Gemma Doyle now standing over the free just outside the square. The lift and strike is good. It's a long strike all the way down here on top of the half forward line for Oylegate. It bounces off the hand of Dervla Doyle and breaks here as it's cleared forward by Mairead Sheehan. Running across now is Siobhan Cummins, who's trying to get it up there. Emma Tompkins is putting the pressure on, and it's there with Cummins again. And there was a foul on Siobhan Cummins that time, and there's going to be a free now to Oylegate.
I think that's going to be an interesting duel there with Siobhan Cummins at number 6 for Oylegate and Emma Tompkins, two of the really strong players for both their teams, and you know, you can see already the competitiveness is high between them. And
Lauren Doyle sends the free all the way in towards the full forward line. Batted away that time, breaks to the ground here. Who's going to react first to it? Alicia Cullen is there, gathered here by Amanda Scallon, and there's a free in being played, advantage being played I should say, to Oylegate, and the free is coming now, Alan, and we've seen plenty of frees in the early stages here.
Yeah, that's the fourth free we've had already, and just a minute and a half gone, so that might sum up what this game is going to be like for us.
And Dervla Doyle is going to take this one. And that free has been sent over to Bart Lair, and a solid start there for Oylegate Glenbrien.
Yeah, confident strike by Mairead Sheehan, their captain there, and you know, hopefully we'll see less and less of the frees now when we get into the flow of the game. Or sorry, Dervla Doyle, sorry.
Puck out taken by Bridine O'Rourke. So Tobin Cosgrave trying to get it up, but she's robbed there by Amy Fortune, and a battle for it now. Well gathered up that time by Ava Kelly. Low ball inside into the full forward line, but quickest to react there is Niamh O'Rourke. The clearance is sent down this line here, but Ava Kelly catches that one. Trying to make a bit of space for herself off here as far as Kellyanne Dempsey. Kellyanne switches the play over towards the far side. Ball bounces there. Alicia Cullen is trying to get it up. There's a chance here for Oylegate Glenbrien. Still Alicia Cullen with it. Can they create a goal across here and kicked in? The goalkeeper, Bridine O'Rourke, has it up and has a bit of time now to give it out. Clearances all the way down towards the middle of the field. Emma Tompkins coming across there for Kilrush, but there's more Oylegate girls there than Kilrush that time, and Siobhan Cummins has it, trying to get it away. As far as Kellyanne Dempsey again at the far side now, is Nolene Shannon is trying to make some ground with it. Back as far as Lauren Doyle, blocked down that time, couldn't be gathered up first time there by Kellyanne Dempsey, and Dervla Doyle has it now. She got the first score and the only score of the game so far. Long ball in towards the full forward line, and that one has gone wide, and Oylegate has certainly dominated so far, Claire.
Absolutely, and Alicia Cullen going through there, she might have been unlucky not to get a free, and you know, last year she would have been able to hand pass the ball into the goal, so that's something that she can't use this year, and it might have been to her advantage to be able to use it if the rule was still being played.
Puck out is one here. Amy Fortune trying to keep it away from Zoe Tobin Cosgrave. Fortune has it up. The shot is going to go in, and it's close, and it's just gone to the left and wide, Alan, but the dominance of Oylegate continues.
Yeah, Oylegate just are completely on top in every position, and Kilrush are struggling to get out of their backs at the minute, so that's going to be a bit of a worry for them.
Bridine O'Rourke again. Puck out is shorter this time. Anne Byrne gathers it. Good ball all the way down into the Kilrush half of the field, but it's cleared away by Siobhan Cummins. Great touch there by Emma Tompkins to get it under control. Can Kilrush create a scoring opportunity? They haven't had many so far, as it's still here with Tompkins now. She's trying to get away from the Oylegate defenders. The shot is half blocked, but it's still a dangerous ball in towards Amy Tobin Cosgrave. She's sprinting out after it there and has it up. The shot is mishit, and Tricklins in and off to the right and wide, and a missed opportunity there, Claire.
Absolutely, but as Alan alluded to earlier, Oylegate did start really well against Kilrush, and I have seen Kilrush earlier this year not starting so well and then pumping into the game, so if Oylegate can keep up this tempo, they'll go well in the first half.
That's a A good puck out from Gemma Doyle, breaks here. Kellyanne Dempsey flicks it forward to Nolene Shanahan, and Shanahan, very pacey player, and we'll see now if she can add the finish. That's a good shot, and it's gone straight in and over the bar. Alan, a good score.
Yeah, very good score. Nolene found herself in acres of space. Look, you can't afford to give Nolene that space for her speed, and there's only one way the ball going over straight over the bar.
Great pace shown from both sets of forwards at the minute.
Another puck out now from Bridine O'Rourke. Sent over the far side and a bit longer this time. Breaks around the middle there. Anne Byrne and Dervla Doyle clash, and it falls to Nolene Shanahan. Low ball into the corner is read well by Niamh O'Rourke, who's running out after it. It might even go over the end line. It has, and wide.
Yeah, Nolene Shanahan is definitely winning over there on wing forward. She's using her head well, and Oylegate would do well to get a bit of ball to her.
Breaking ball now falls here. Ava Kelly tries to kick it, but it's flicked over here. Leah Scallon sends it forward into the path of Amy Fortune. Coming across there is Danielle Hayden. Good work by Amy Fortune again for Oylegate Glenbrien. Can she get it up now and spot maybe a teammate across the goal? Good defending that time. It breaks. Katie Sludds has it now. A chance of a goal here for Oylegate. And too many steps, I would say, Alan.
Yeah, took too many steps. Probably should have struck the ball earlier, but look, it was great. As you can see, when I get run at them, they are starting to open them up, which is something to have to be a worry for Kilrush.
Yeah, and Kilrush need to make the most of their opportunities. The ball has gone up twice now, or 3 times, and you know they haven't actually managed to get a score on the board yet, but it'll come when they settle into the game. But Oylegate are definitely making the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, Oylegate probably want to capitalise, get a few more scores with this period of dominance.
And the free taken over towards the far side. Karen Tompkins tries to get it up, but it was robbed, but there was a free spotted there, Claire.
Karen Tompkins got over the ball well there and just got a little shove from Lauren Doyle there. She just came in a bit strong with the tackle, so a bit of relief there for the Kilrush half-back line.
It's going to be Sharon Sunderland to take again. 45 metres out from her own goal. If there is a bit of a breeze when it gets up, it's into the face of Kilrush in the first half here, but it's not really going to affect the game very much. There's beautiful conditions here today in Belfield. For the final here as Dervla Doyle breaks onto it now for Oylegate Glenbrien. Crossover here towards Amy Fortune, who's been very bright in the early stages here. Fortune has a bit of time now to look at her options, decides to carry it forward. Being chased down by Zoe Tobin Cosgrave, who almost got a hook in that time. Sent forward, Amanda Scallon gets a hurl to it. Coming across there well is Danielle Hayden. Katie Sludds has caught over the ball, and the referee might decide to throw this one in maybe there.
In fairness to Danielle Hayden, that's 2 good tackles that she's put in there for Kilrush, so you know at special times, so she's doing her job well, and no free conceded at least.
It seems that Oylegate have actually dropped back a player, just playing in behind to maybe capitalise on this win to hit ball in quick.
And cleared out there by Anne Byrne over towards the far side. Ball breaks across here. Nolene Shanahan gathers it up really quickly, trying to use footwork to get clear. Off to Amanda Scallon. The shot is taken, and that one is going well off to the right and wide, and a missed opportunity there, Claire.
Yeah, and as Alan said, they want to capitalise. They do have any breeze that seems to have started, and also they said they've dropped back a player, which they're trying to marshal the half-back line and push forward with what they have.
And Sharon Sunderland did well to win that one and clear it down here. Sent down towards Mag Byrne. Gathered up here by Ava Kelly. Long ball in towards Katie Sludds in the full forward line. Nearly caught there, just bounced off her hand. But good defending that time by Niamh O'Rourke. Sent over the far side to Ava McSweeney, but just missed there. Lauren Doyle breaks onto it now and has a bit of space in front of her. It's still all Oylegate Glenbrien at the moment. That ball has gone in, and Niamh O'Rourke is battling away there with Katie Sludds. 2 very strong players, and it breaks here to Alicia Cullen. Amanda Scallon is calling for it at the edge of the square. It's still Cullen. Tries to lay it off to Leah Scallon, and there's some good defending that time, and a free out now. And yeah.
The tide seems to be turning a bit. Kilrush seem to be settling now, so I suppose they need a couple of minutes to settle. It is a county final after all, and there's always going to be a few nerves. So the Kilrush defenders have definitely settled better in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
And with all the play that Oylegate have had, they might be a bit disappointed, Alan, that there's only 2 points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. They're hitting balls in. Maybe if they start hitting them over the bar, there might be more to benefit, because the Kilrush full backline seem to be getting on top.
That was a great catch from Lauren Doyle. She tries to pick out Leah Scallon, but good defending by Danielle Hayden again. Gets it out, tries to get it to Anne Byrne, but it falls over here towards Mag Byrne. Good tackle by Leanne Cullen. Byrne cleverly flicks it into her own path, and this is the first opportunity we have to see Mag Byrne on the ball. Low in towards Amy Tobin Cosgrave, but there's some good defending that time by Derry MacDonald again. And a free out now to Oylegate Glenbrien.
Yeah, lovely classy little touch there from Mag Byrne. She's had a good year for Kilrush, and you know, you'd like to see more of her on the ball, and even if she needs to come out the field a little bit. That was a lovely touch and a lovely travel in, but you know, like to see more of that.
Free to be taken by Derry MacDonald. High and over towards Amanda Scallon there. She's been chased by Sharon Sunderland. Pulled on in towards Alicia Cullen. Cullen being marked closely by Maura Kavanagh there as Sunderland has it up. Half blocked. Might be going out for a line ball. I thought perhaps it might have been blocked out, but it's going to be an Oylegate line ball, I think.
Lauren Doyle is stepping up to take it, I think, and she's been having a really, really good first quarter. Playing really strong camogie and coming forward to meet the ball, and that's what you want to see, you know, that attack and play, and she's been doing it really well.
Cleared forward here, and Kilrush have the chance to go on the attack again, maybe, as Siobhan Cummins breaks onto it. Lorna Fortune is there trying to make a nuisance of herself, but it's gathered up by Sinead Stamp. She tries to get it away to Siobhan Cummins. There's a hurl drop there in the middle of all that. It's hard to see who has it. In fact, it's not still on the ground here as players are battling away, and they're all giving it their all so far. Anyway, as Emma Tompkins is pushed in the back, and a free now to Kilrush, Claire.
Yeah, a lot of space up front there for Kilrush. At one stage there was no one inside the 45, so I think Kilrush need to push their game up a bit. The crowded game doesn't seem to suit Kilrush. They've a lot of fit young players, runners, and Oylegate seem to be, you know, closing it up well at the back, and then, you know, they don't seem to be afraid to keep the space big behind them, because they're marshalling it so well at the half back line.
Yeah, the sweeper definitely won't suit Kilrush, because they like big wide open spaces.
Yeah.
So if Oylegate persist, that sweeper is definitely playing into their hands.
And Mag Byrne now with the free. It's going to be short. Well, solidly batted away. That time falls to Dervla Doyle. The bat away was by Siobhan Cummins, I'm fairly sure, as Doyle sends it out to Lauren Doyle. She's robbed there by Anna Kinsella, but there's still a battle for it. Kinsella has it up. An advantage is being played to Kilrush at the moment. Maybe Kinsella can get a score here. Off to Anne Byrne. The shot from Byrne has gone in and has gone off to the right and wide. And that's the second wide of the game for Kilrush, Alan.
Yeah, another wide for Kilrush. Mag Byrne probably hit that free. It was probably a difficult free, but she probably hit a bit short by her standard. But look, it's just really settling. It's really stop-starting game so far. So
Gemma Doyle with the puck out, intercepted there in the middle of the field as Kilrush go on the attack again. This ball is really well intercepted by Leanne Cullen. Mag Byrne was in behind if she didn't get the hurl to that one, as breaks. Who's going to lay claim to it here? Gathered up really well, and Oylegate are coming out of defence now. Flick clear, and that's some very good work there by Ava Kelly.
The Oylegate women are really closing down the Kilrush forwards. They're not giving them a chance to even pick the ball up, let alone move out into space with it. So they're marshalling the backs really, really well, and there they've just earned a free out just by walking out with the ball, taking their 4 steps. Simple things, you know.
yeah, they're really pressuring, and look, Oylegate have sussed out the danger for Kilrush by, like, I mean, if Mag Byrne gets on the ball, there's 200 the whole time. Same with Emma Tompkins. They know they're danger women, so they're closing them up really quick.
Terry MacDonald with the free. It's intercepted by Maria Sheehan and out over the sideline at the far side for an Oylegate Glenbrien line ball. 2 points to no score here. Is
Oylegate have 4 wides to this point, and Kilrush have 2. So, you know, if both teams had capitalised, we might be looking at a slightly higher score, but it's still pretty low.
good battle here at the middle of the field, sent forward to Siobhan Cummins and Emma Tompkins. Another good battle so far. Back out with Emma Tompkins again. Ball across the middle here, reading it well is Leanne Cullen. She's been doing a decent job so far. as it's sent forward now to Amy Fortune. There might have been an accidental collision of legs there that time, but Zoe Tobin Cosgrave's trying to get it up. Leah Scallon in now to try and put the pressure on. And the ball comes off a leg and out for an Oylegate line ball.
I have to commend them. The Oylegate women are really pushing hard and defending really well and tackling in packs and all those traditional things that do actually, win 50-50 possessions. So they are fighting really hard.
Taken by Dervla Doyle. Cleared by Mairead Sheehan down on top of Emma Tompkins. Again, Oylegate have plenty of bodies back there to flick it away, and Dervla Doyle was the one who got the flick in that time.
4 girls there straight away on Emma Tompkins.
And it's Ava Kelly again who burst clear with this one. She's done it a few times so far. It's up towards Leah Scallon, but that was really good pick up that time by Zoe Tobin Cosgrave. The clearance down the line towards Mag Byrne. Leanne Cullen is battling away there with her. There's arms and legs flying as both teams are giving it their all here. Dervla Doyle is in over it, and Anna Kinsella is in there too, and the referee is going to throw it in, I think.
This cluster type game is definitely suiting Oylegate, and they seem to be able to come out with those 50-50 balls. If Kilrush at the water break, which has just been blown, Kilrush will need a minute to reset, because they definitely need to spread it out and make the most of a wide pitch and their speed and their youth.
So we've seen 16 and a half minutes here so far, Alan, and it's Oylegate who certainly have the better things so far with their 2-point lead.
Yeah, really been Oylegate, but you just wonder will Kilrush now settle behind this water break? Maybe come out. We've seen what the water break can do for teams, and Kilrush really haven't been in it, and they're only 2 points down, so that could be a big factor. Oylegate probably didn't capitalise. They were trying to hit the ball in to the full forward line instead of probably going for their own scores. So look, we've seen a lot. It has been a very stop-start game. 10 frees so far, so
and you're looking at it's pretty equal. The five frees conceded each. As Alan was saying, Oylegate will be wanting to make the most of those scores, but it's a good sign for Kilrush that they've no score on the board, but actually it's been all about Oylegate in the first quarter. So it'll be interesting to see what tactic Kilrush come out with in the second half, or the second quarter of the first half, because they've been known to come into games well.
So the two teams are making their way back out into positions. Game will resume with the throw ball here just below the stand here in Belfield.
It's interesting that in their 5 games, Kilrush have scored 12-72. And, it's just testament to the battle they have here against Oylegate today. They've only scored 2 points in the first 15 minutes of this game. So, in fairness to Oylegate as well, big improvement from their round robin game, where there was 10 points between them at the end. And Oylegate were also in front at half-time in that game.
The referee threw that one in, and there was a little mistake, so we're going again as Anne Byrne and Dervla Doyle are there, and it's ricocheted over the sideline for a Kilrush line ball out.
Yeah, sort of threw in and sort of hit him, so I think he'll throw again, but went out over the line. So let's see, can Kilrush build on this now as they're in attacking position.
Taken by Anna Kinsella, sent in towards Amy Tobin Cosgrave, who gathered her really quickly and really sort of snappily that time. Claire, now they have a free in.
Clever, she almost caught and turned and earned her free straight away, and that's what they'll have to do to get into this game. They'll have to attack that ball and get into the game.
So we've a very good view of this free from Mag Byrne, about 2 or 3 yards outside the 20-metre line. And the shot is good and true and over the bar, and that's Kilrush opening score of the game, Alan.
Yeah, well worked free there by Amy Tobin Cosgrave and Mag Byrne then, which is bread and butter for her all day, so great point. Start to get them underway.
Gemma Doyle with the puck out now. She goes short to Siobhan Cummins, a well placed puck out. Sent down the middle towards Amanda Scallon. Amanda has Dervla Doyle for support, and it's flicked ahead by Doyle into a bit of space and flicked ahead again really neatly that time. Will it come up now? Good battle here for it. falls across to Leah Scallon now, and there's going to be a free in to Oylegate Glenbrien.
Yeah, again, that bunching game that Oylegate were just attacking, but that time was Kilrush actually defended in bunches, which we didn't see in the first quarter, so maybe they're after just waking up a bit.
So Dervla Doyle just from the edge of the D. And the shot is over the bar, Claire.
Yep, well taken. Good attack on the ball. Good run through there, and well earned.
Puck out. This time, well gathered by Lorna Fortune. Back as far as Sharon Sunderland, who sends it high and long into the full forward line. Amy Tobin Cosgrave has it. Tries to get it under control there. Has it under control. Being tackled by Derry MacDonald. Left-handed strike across to Mag Byrne. The right player has it from a Kilrush point of view. Can they create a score here? The flick in is not well placed, and winning it there is Dervla Doyle, who clears it up the line here towards Leah Scallon, but out in front this time is Danielle Hayden. Really well gathered by Hayden across into the middle to Anne Byrne. The hand pass was a bit high. Byrne is still tearing after it. Leah Scallon is there. Emma Tompkins has it now. Low ball from Tompkins towards Mag Byrne. Leanne Cullen is tightly marking her again. Good battle here between Byrne and Cullen as Byrne has it up. Good turn. The shot has gone in. It's going close and it's gone in and over the bar, and that's a fine score, Claire.
That's a brilliant score, and that's more like the Kilrush that we're familiar with. Good pass has been popped. Great work there from Danielle Hayden bursting out with that ball. I know her pass was a little bit too strong, but I mean they worked that really well, and a well-earned score in the end. And now there's only a point between them.
Yeah, it's just getting Mag Byrne is that danger when she gets the ball. She's well capable of doing that, so they may work on getting that more, but I'll get maybe tighter.
And this puck out ricochets to Anne Byrne. Left-handed strike all the way into Mag Byrne. Good chance for Mag now to set up another scoring opportunity for Kilrush. The shot from Mag Byrne has gone in and over the bar.
So we're 3 minutes into the second quarter, and Mag Byrne has, put those scores on the board. She's coming out in front. She's using her hit a bit. She's a senior player. She's coming out now. She's starting to read the game. And in fairness to the girls, they're delivering the ball into her in the corner. And, she's a great turn of speed. And as the saying goes, she turned on a penny. So Leanne Cullen certainly has her hands full now as Mag gets a little bit more of the ball.
And this puck out finds 4 or 5 Kilrush players in plenty of space that time, and it's kicked into the path of Emma Tompkins here, who tries to get away from Siobhan Cummins. Very pacey player, as we saw throughout the season for the Wexford Junior Camogie. Came inside here to Amy Tobin Cosgrave, and the ball is over the bar. Kilrush are definitely finding their stride now, Alan.
Yeah, they're starting to run at them now. Space starting to be created, and when they run at them, they are causing trouble now, so it's really have to open up this game.
Amy Tobin Cosgrave has shown really well now as possession starts to come up the field for Kilrush. So they're starting to show their strength a bit up front.
Yeah, probably unlucky there. She had a shot low.
Yes,
that might have been a goal.
In fairness to Danielle Hayden, she came out, broke down that ball, aggressive, out in front. That's good play as a defender as well.
And the ball falls here. Maria Sheehan sends it up towards Ava McSweeney. Coming across there, Sinead Stamp. So a good battle here between McSweeney and Stamp, but McSweeney has it up, and there's another chance for Kilrush to score here now. She's getting plenty of encouragement from the crowd. The shot in towards Gemma Doyle, who saves. Breaks out here towards the side as Amy Tobin Cosgrave has it again. An important interception there by Gemma Doyle. Kicked by Derry MacDonald and sends it out the line here towards Amy Fortune. Zoe Tobin Cosgrave is there and has it up. That was well defended that time, and Kilrush are on the attack again. Goes all the way in towards Amy Tobin Cosgrave. Hand pass is out across to Emma Tompkins, and it was deemed to have been a throw, Claire.
Yeah, she's certainly arguing the point, Amy, but that was gathered really well. Very clever pass back out to Emma Tompkins in the half-forward line. You can see the way the more open game is suiting Kilrush, and Oylegate have quietened off. They need to rally a bit now and get another score. They're a point behind at this stage, so Oylegate need to get a score on the board to settle them back down again.
Yeah, she's brave, and McSweeney should have probably shot herself there going through.
And this ball is all the way in, but cleared out by Danielle Hayden. Anna Kinsella tries to get it up, but Ava Kelly is there battling away hard, and the ball on the ground now, gathered up by Katie Sludds. as Leah Scallon further forward, but well hooked by Anna Kinsella, and the clearance is good as well, and it's all the way down again in front of Amy Tobin Cosgrave here, who's out in front of Deirdre MacDonald again. Good work by MacDonald this time. She'll be looking for options. Nolene Shanahan is a bit further forward in a small bit of space, and if she doesn't have space, she's certainly fast enough to be able to find it most of the time as it's lost. And Kilrush have a chance to get it back again, and there's a foul there on Zoe Tobin Cosgrave and a free out to Kilrush.
Good defending by Karen Tompkins and Zoe there. That's it, because they had a run on them and they just managed to stop them soon enough and earn a free going out the way. So good defending.
They're like two different teams since the water break, Alan. The ball was camped in front of the Kilrush goal here in the first quarter, and they've hardly been able to get it in the second quarter.
Yeah, no, they haven't got in there at all. It should pass midfield, but that's what we said, that they probably didn't capitalise on all the possession they had. But it's Kilrush now who look dangerous, and they're threatening for a goal. And
Amy Tobin Cosgrave flicks it in towards Ava McSweeney, and the shot is well blocked by Derry MacDonald. Gemma Doyle is quickly off the line and deflects it out for a 45, and
good defending under pressure there by Gemma Doyle and Jory MacDonald. You know, the pressure is definitely on the Oylegate backs now. They seem to have lost their shape a little bit, and that sweeper that they were using in the first 15 minutes doesn't seem to be having any effect. So maybe they might want to plan a little bit at half time for that again, because it certainly was working for them in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, as we look at now, it looks like they've gone back to 2-15 on 15, and that will definitely suit Kilrush.
Absolutely, and you know, the extra woman was working for Oylegate in the first 15 minutes, so, and they were using it really well.
So we'll see now what Mag Byrne can do with this 45. No mistake, straight over the bar, and Kilrush go into a 2-point lead now, 5 points to 3, and 4 of those 5 points have come from Mag Byrne. We have 5.5 minutes left, Alan.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes left. Look, this really have to come to life in this second quarter. It's a bit more free flowing as well. There's probably a few less frees in that half, so hopefully we can keep it up now.
Sharon Sunderland now with the clearance up towards Mairead Sheehan, but it's turns out over the sideline at the far side.
Sharon Sunderland is a very commanding presence at number 6, and her clearances are so really even. You know, she seems to have settled well into the game as well. So taking all the pressure really off the Kilrush defenders. I'd like to see Oylegate pushing up now for a score, just to get their confidence back.
Lauren Doyle with the line ball is intercepted almost immediately, and we have a battle for it. Siobhan Cummins has it up now, trying to twist and turn away, and possibly from on the basis of what we've seen, possibly might have been fouled, but the ball has gone over the sideline, and not really sure what's the decision here, Claire.
She was unlucky not to get a free there. To be fair to her, she had tried everything, and anyway.
So it's a free to Kilrush. Between the jigs and the reels,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a free or a sideline.
Yeah.
I think he's going for a sideline.
Sideline, yeah, maybe.
I don't think he really knows himself.
So we have Karen Tompkins to take, or maybe we don't.
No. Here's a free now. Sharon Sunderland stepping up, take a free. So,
when did he play advantage or something? I definitely missed it anyway.
And it's well taken all the way in towards the 20-metre line. Batted down by Siobhan Cummins. Mairead Sheehan is battling in there, and so too is Anna Kinsella for Kilrush. Breaks here, and there's a shot taken by Lorna Fortune, and it's gone in and over the bar. A good score from Lorna Fortune there.
Great score by Lorna Fortune. Again, that high ball coming in, and Oylegate backs didn't deal with it, and it just fell to Lorna. It was a great score by Lorna.
6 points to 3 now, Claire.
Yeah, and Mag Byrne has been, you know, has made 4 of those. Yeah, you'd just like to see Oylegate coming back into it a bit and showing a bit for the ball, and using that attacking style they were using in the first 15 minutes. Nolene Shanahan is certainly playing her part now.
Long ball from Nolene Shanahan in towards the edge of the square. The goalkeeper, Breeding O'Rourke, has it and sends a good ball over towards Karen Tompkins, who in turn sends it up to Sharon Sunderland. It looks as though Kilrush are really finding their team play much better in the last few minutes as this one breaks. Battle for it now. Lauren Doyle in there trying to flick it away from Ava McSweeney, and one here by Ava McSweeney, and there's a chance for Kilrush again. The shot has gone in, it's going to be short, an awkward ball to deal with. Gemma Doyle has it, bobbled a bit, and there was players coming in to try block her down, but that's a good clearance. Ava Kelly and Zoe Tobin Cosgrave battling for it. Emma Tompkins has it now. Still Tompkins, this is a good looking run. Can she get the finish? It's sent in and wide. It was a good hook there, an important hook, Claire.
Yeah, a good defending. You know, again, under pressure. Oylegate are under serious pressure and they can't seem to get their own momentum going, but they are defending well. Lovely hook there. I'm not sure, was it by Dervla Doyle? I didn't quite see who was it made the hook, but it was very impressive.
Gemma Doyle with the puck out, carries past midfield. Breaks here to the ground. Anna Kinsella and Amy Fortune there for it. Neva Kelly is also there. Kinsella decides to pull on the ground into the path of Leah Scallon. Oylegate have it back. Can they create a scoring opportunity before half time? Dervla Doyle. High tackle there by Mairead Sheehan, and there's going to be a free.
The minute they start attacking again, there's Dervla Doyle with a free for attacking prowess. So they need to just get more into it and do more of that and settle into the game that suits them.
Yeah, definitely. Like when both teams win, Oylegate attack like haven't attacked for the last 10 minutes, and no, and straight away then attack again, and another free drawn. So they need to start doing that.
Yeah.
And there was a yellow card for that tackle for Mairead Sheehan. Free from Dervla Doyle is going to land in around. Katie Slood's got a hand to it, but it breaks. Cleared out by Anne Byrne into the path of Nolene Shanahan. And the shot from Shanahan has gone in and batted away by Bridine O'Rourke, but not to safety yet, as battling away for there is Amanda Scallon and Danielle Hayden. Gathered up by Niamh O'Rourke. The clearance is not good. Falls into the path of Leah Scallon. She has Dervla Doyle back here as an option. Gives it to Doyle. A chance of a score here for Oylegate. Glenbrien, and Dervla Doyle sends the ball in and over the bar, Claire.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant play from Oylegate, and much more like how they began the game. A good team play, which we haven't seen for a few minutes. So, you know, it's actually, for them, they mightn't be happy that it's half time, because they had started to gain a bit of momentum in the last 2 or 3 minutes. So it was good for them to get a score. They're now going in at half time with only a point between them, which is actually really good, considering that Kilrush totally owned the second quarter of that game.
So after 29 minutes and 45 seconds, Alan, we have half time, and how will both teams be feeling going in at the break?
Probably Kilrush will probably be happier there now. They sort of weathered the storm for the first 15 minutes, and then they took over for the next, and they find themselves 6 points to 4 up. So that was probably a good quarter for Kilrush, but still, there's still not very little in it. If Oylegate know if they attack, they will cause dividends.
Yeah. 6-4, yeah. 6-4. The scoreboard in the ground here is slightly wrong. So the 6-4, the scoreboard on the stream should be fine. Mag Byrne has 4, Amy Tobin Cosgrave has 1, Lorna Fortune has 1, and then on the Oylegate side, Dervla Doyle has 3, and Nolene Shanahan has 1. We'll take a little break here at half time, and we'll be back with coverage of the second half in a few minutes. So the two teams hardly took 4 or 5 minutes at half time. Claire, they're obviously very eager to get going again.
It's all very quick, isn't it? 29 minutes and 45 seconds and 2 or 3 minutes of a half time. They're all very eager here to stay going, aren't they?
So the ball is in and the second half is on here, and Dervla Doyle kicks it out clear and has it up. Good ball, long ball in towards the full forward line. Getting to it first there is Niamh O'Rourke. Clearance is back down to where it came from. Won by Ava Kelly. Long ball back down on top of Anne Byrne. Breaks here, and there's a sub been brought in. Orla Redmond for Oylegate Glenbrien, and that's some impact.
Yeah, she's actually a minor. She's very good, has great potential, so that's a great way to mark your final appearance.
And a great start with a bit of fire in the belly from Oylegate again to bring it back to only a point between them.
I think it might have been Leah Scallon who was removed at half time, and that's as clear a chop as there's ever been. And free to Kilrush. And free is taken by Sharon Sunderland, and that's a really long range effort, and it's a goal for Kilrush. I think it might have been a point first maybe, but
I don't know, but we expected a long one in from Sharon Sunderland. I don't think we expected it to go in to get all the way to the back of the net. I mean, that's just a perfect start to the second half for Kilrush, and please God for Oylegate, they stay going now and keep some fire in the belly like they started the second half.
Yeah,
and that was
Cosgrave tested in the first half there, so she finally got that goal.
Yeah, and the clearance over towards Orla Redmond just goes through her hand. It'll be interesting to watch that one back as to whether the ball had gone in and over the bar, but it was stopped from maybe going over the bar by the goalkeeper. But the follow up was good, and we don't have Hawkeye here in Belfield, but if we had, it would have been interesting to check it. But that's a good boost for Kilrush at the start of the second half. To lead by 4 now, 1-6 to 5 points as Anna Kinsta takes the line ball. Breaks across here, Nolene Shanahan tries to get it up, and there's a foul and a free to Oylegate.
Let's see if they can make something of this free, and settle in, pick off a score. There's nothing in it. 4 points is nothing in a final. So Lauren Doyle sprinted across to take this one as soon as it was given, and that's an excellent strike all the way in towards the edge of the square. Katie Sludds catches it there. That was a really good catch, and the shot from Sludds has gone over the bar. That's a great score, Alan.
Yeah, great score. Great for ball in by Lauren Doyle straight into the danger area, and Katie Sludds into her hand. She's very good at that, so they want probably more of that now for this half.
Short puck out. Sharon Sunderland clears it up the field. Getting to it, hurled to it there was Leanne Cullen, the hand pass. As far as Kellyanne Dempsey. Back here to Nolene Shanahan. Shanahan is met up strongly there by Karen Tompkins. Low ball here towards Amanda Scallon. Goes a bit further. Alicia Cullen is there too, but Scallon still tries to flick it ahead. And it's just about gone over the sideline there, but good endeavour by Amanda Scallon. She was just unlucky in the end there.
Pity, a lot of work done, and she got through a few players just for it to barely skim out over the sideline.
And the ball was moving as that line ball was being taken, and the referee sent it back for another goal. Good block down there, goes into the path of Emma Tompkins, tackled by Dervla Doyle. Back here with Anne Byrne. Clearance is good. Down the path of Siobhan Cummins, who's a loose roll at the moment for Oylegate Glenbrien. Cummins with the clearance. Good chance here for Kellyanne Dempsey to make something happen for Oylegate. Good hook there by Lorna Fortune. Breaks back to Emma Tompkins. Kilrush are certainly working hard. Tompkins seems to be injured in that incident as Dervla Doyle is there to take it off her, but it's still Emma Tompkins. Maybe she's not as badly injured as she had feared a moment or two ago. Cross inside to Anne Byrne.
That was an amazing carry on and get the ball to a player, and that's classic Emma Tompkins work there.
And a good ball in from Anne Byrne, just travels maybe half a yard too far for Amy Tobin Cosgrave, and there was a bit of a slap on the arm, and the referee has given a free to Oylegate, but didn't allow them to take it quickly. And just for anyone who mightn't be familiar with that rule, Alan, you might explain it there.
Yeah, once you're with a free inside your own 45, the player who wins the free can step up and take the free out of their hands, but you can only do it once it's there, and then if the referee stops it, you have to place the ball.
Yeah, so if the referee has to stop it to talk to one of the players, or that free from Gemma Doyle's taken. One here by Lorna Fortune into the middle, intercepted by Siobhan Cummins. Cummins trying to turn back onto her right and sent in. Goes past Maura Kavanagh there, and Alicia Cullen is running out after it, but Niamh O'Rourke gets there first, sends it out here to Nolene Shanahan. Good pass from Nolene all the way into the edge of the square. Great catch by Katie Sludge. She's dropped the hurl, and the question is there, Claire, did she drop it or was it knocked from her hand? But the referee has decided she dropped it.
Well, he seems fairly sure from the minute he blew the whistle. To be fair to him, he seems very, very sure about it. So
yeah, the minute she blew it, the minute her fell over her hand, so he was fairly sure anyway from his point of view.
Katie Sludge is a serious danger in there if they can get the ball into her a bit more. I think that's why they've pushed her into the full forward. Sometimes she plays centre forward, but when she's been getting an open possession with a bit of space in front of her, she has proved to be extremely dangerous for Oylegate.
And the referee went in to have a word with his umpires there. I'm not really sure why, but maybe it was to clarify a decision, and it's going to be in fact a free in to Oylegate Glenbrien. So maybe the referee decided he was going to check what happened there with the umpire, Alan.
Yeah, obviously he's seen the free, and the umpires felt that it wasn't pulled out of hand. So
well, in fairness to him, at least he checked. At least he made sure. And oftentimes that the decision mightn't be turned over, but it might be a turn of luck for Oylegate. And Katie Sludge, like we said, she is doing the work in there. She is winning possession. She is looking really confident and strong. So hopefully Oylegate will get a score on the board for themselves out of this.
And what's happening here?
It's an indirect free. Yeah.
Stupid by Oylegate. He can't scoop the ball up, so.
Yeah, look, it was an indirect free he was claiming, so she scooped the ball back as opposed to picked it and striked it, which is what she was supposed to do. You're supposed to pick and strike a free, you can't just scoop it back.
And on what basis would that have been an indirect free now? Or like, there was no one down injured. If it was, it's sort of a strange one, really, I would have thought. But
yeah,
I'm as baffled now, I'm sure, as the people looking at home. I know that's what he was calling anyway.
It's really strange.
Mag Byrne is foul, and there's going to be a free to Kilrush.
Yeah, we haven't seen Mag Byrne on the ball in a while, and the minute she gets possession, she wins her team a free.
Yeah, no, every time Mag gets the ball, she looks dangerous, so this should be an easy free for her.
So that is pointed there, and that's 5 points now for Mag Byrne, 3 from frees, 2 from play.
And Kilrush are holding that 4-point lead. Despite all the efforts of Oylegate, they're still able to keep that squeeze, there and that space between the two teams.
Yeah, just notice about Oylegate now, they're just leaving. Katie Sludge isolated in there when you look at it, just one-on-one in there, so that's obviously their planning at the minute.
This one breaks here, Lorna Fortune wins it, gets it over to Sharon Sunderland, who's quickly tackled by 2 Oylegate players and gets it forward to Fortune again, but pulled on there by Lauren Doyle. Amanda Scallon is battling away there with Maura Kavanagh, who's sort of caught it with her feet on the ground. It was almost a pull there as it breaks into the path of Ava Kelly. Kelly with the ball over towards the far side as far as Amy Fortune. Fortune and Danielle Hayden have had a good battle, and there's a foul there and Fortune is away. Maybe they'll be trying to pick out Katie Sludge at the far side, and the ball just doesn't maybe carry far enough. The referee has come back for the advantage. Clare and a free to Oylegate.
Yeah, it was fairly clear what he was calling there. He gave advantage. They didn't get an advantage, so he's bringing the ball back for a free.
Yeah, no, that was probably good refereeing. Definitely a bit more lively this half anyway. It's definitely end-to-end stuff compared to the first quarter was Oylegate, second quarter was Kilrush, so it's really end-to-end here at the minute.
You'd almost feel if Oylegate could get a goal that, it could go either way.
And the free from Dermot Doyle is sent in, and it breaks here. Katie Sludge had it, trying to breakaway through off to Orla Redmond. A great block there by the fullback Niamh O'Rourke, and the danger is not cleared just yet, but that was good defending by Kilrush. There was a great goal opportunity there. Alicia Cullen is trying to get it up, but it's Anne Byrne who comes across there to clear it. That was great play by Byrne, and it all the way down here towards Ava McSweeney and Emma Tompkins, who were tackled there. Lauren Doyle couldn't keep it in play, and it's gone out for a Kilrush line ball.
Great relieving clearance by Anne Byrne. She looked up, she popped it over the top, into a bit of space for the Kilrush forwards to run onto. They have a sideline from it either way.
And we have Niamh O'Rourke down injured at the other end of the field. The referee Philip Murphy is running up to make sure she's okay and has called for a pause in the action.
Yes, definitely. That was a great ball out by Anne Byrne. She really looked up coming out of the backs there, and you can see her daft now. I noticed that Tompkins is limping a bit there now, so she's after hurting her leg again. So
you also see the Oylegate players dropping back a bit, like they did in the first quarter, and that system works for them, and they use it well. So we'll see will anything interesting come from it for them. There's still a 4-point lead for Kilrush. Like we said, you feel like I'll need to get a goal just to jizz it up again.
And just to mention the management teams there on both sides. Kilrush management team: Alan Sunderland, James Tompkins, Conor Murphy, Mary Hayden, Nolene Willis, Chelsea Sunderland and Sophie McCabe. And then the Oylegate Glenbrien management team: Lorraine Fortune, Tina Farrell, Christine Martin, Fergal Dorn, Padraig O'Connor, John Tyrrell, Margaret O'Connor and Marie Dempsey. As it seems as though Niamh O'Rourke is up and able to continue.
Huge amount of space up front for Oylegate. Huge amount of space. I mean, it's a forward stream. If they could get some ball up into that space, they certainly could do something with it.
Line ball taken by Ava McSweeney into the middle. One up by Mairead Sheehan trying to get away. Ball is in towards the full forward line, coming across Amy Tobin Cosgrave, and there's a chance of a goal for Kilrush, but it breaks here. Leanne Cullen tries to get a clearance in, out to Ava Kelly. Still there to be won. Siobhan Cummins has it won now. Flicked out here to Lauren Doyle. Clearance from Doyle is down here towards Alicia Cullen. All the way through here to Sharon Sunderland. Back, Emma Tompkins gets a good first touch on that one. It wouldn't come up the second time, and Oylegate are putting plenty of pressure on, but that was well gathered by Tompkins, trying to make room for herself. Gets it across into the middle to...
That is brilliant work again by Emma Tompkins. She's getting lots of hardship. She's one of their marks women, and lots of hardship, but continues to give the ball out and get the ball to one of her own players.
Derry McDonald now comes out of defence for Oylegate Glenbrien. She was hooked, and it falls here to Anne Byrne. Well gathered by Byrne. Flicked off to Emma Tompkins. Tompkins has it flicked away from her by Siobhan Cummins. Orla Redmond now trying to get it up, and both teams are certainly giving it everything they have anyway, Alan.
Yeah, definitely they're going strong. That was well worked free by Orla Redmond, but
Siobhan Cummins, I know we speak about Emma Tompkins there, but Siobhan Cummins for Oylegate, ball after ball, she's coming out with to the left, to the right, simple things, taps, touches, really relieving stuff when they're under pressure.
Yeah, Orla Redmond's been great since she came on. She's sort of literally there back in her nearly full back line. Now she's up in the half forward line, so it's great to have a bit of speed and pace you have.
Ball falls here, pulled on by combination of Mairead Sheehan and Darvada Doyle. Sheehan has it up and dropped her hurl, and that's going to be a free to Oylegate. Taken by Darvada Doyle. Long ball in towards Niamh O'Rourke and Katie Sludds. This has been a good battle so far. Breaks here to Amy Fortune. Fortune switches the play over here to Alicia Cullen. Can this be the goal opportunity that Oylegate need? Cullen still has it, trying to get away from Maura Kavanagh. Back here to Amanda Scallon, who sends it across to Nolene Shanahan. Great bit of defending there by Karen Tompkins. Tompkins is made up strongly, and the hurl is lost out here to Lauren Doyle, and pulled on by Anne Byrne. Amanda Scallon across into the middle. Dervla Doyle now turns and strikes and sends the ball over the bar, and that's a very good score, Claire.
A brilliant score by Dervla Doyle, and when some of the other Oylegate players haven't been up to it, Dervla Doyle has been there time and time again. Brilliant score, really well worked, great team play, and more of that from Oylegate, and they're still in with a shout.
Ball breaks here, Anna Kinsley onto it. Hand pass inside, Danielle Hayden just went out of her reach, and Mairead Sheehan has it up now, back to Anna Kinsley again. Kinsley trying to carry it, and there was a collision there, and Kinsley was adjudged to have charged with that one, Alan.
Yeah, I don't know, it could have went either way that, but...
Yeah, maybe the fact that she's a bit taller than Dervla, it might have been considered a high tackle and a charge, I suppose, but...
And that free from Dervla Doyle was very awkward for Katie Sludds to win inside in the full forward line, and the ball has gone out wide. 5 wides now for Oylegate, I think, is it? And 3 for Kilrush.
Yeah, 5 wides for Oylegate now, 3 for Kilrush, yeah. So the wides have been pretty low so far.
Breaks here, Sharon Sunderland. Still Sunderland, she's lost the hurl as we have a battle for it right below us here. And that ball was thrown, and there's going to be another free to Oylegate, Glenbrien. And despite having a fair amount of possession, Alan, Oylegate, and they're dominating, I suppose, at the moment again, but they're going to need to start eating into this gap fairly quickly.
Yeah, look, they're going to have to want to start shooting. They're probably past the ball. They're probably too eager to get that goal, as we've seen, but they probably should. Hopefully they'll put this one over for them, and it'll bring it back to a 3-point game, or even to a 2-point game.
And that's nothing. There's still a water break and a whole fourth quarter to come.
And the free falls here. Mairead Sheehan clears it up the middle. Breaking onto it here is Ava Kelly for Oylegate Glenbrien. Kelly trying to get it up, but it's won by Ava McSweeney. Goes back to Sharon Sunderland. The long clearance straight down the middle again. There's 3-on-2 inside here. Flicked away by Derry MacDonald, and Mag Byrne is running for it there, but it's a good battle. Mag Byrne has it up this time. Maybe she can create a scoring opportunity for Kilrush. Mag Byrne with the shot, and we didn't think it'd go anywhere else.
Yeah, straight over the bar again from Mag. Look, if she gets the ball in there, his going only one place, and that's over the bar.
Great run and very clever. Her turn of pace, very clever the way she won the ball. And just like we said, there's the water break now. Still 4 points in it, guys.
Yeah, so at the water break, it's 1-8 to 7 points to Kilrush, and the 1-8 for Kilrush, 6 points from Mag Byrne, 1-1 for Amy Tobin Cosgrave, 1 for Lorna Fortune. And the 7 points for Oylegate Glenbrien, 4 for Dervla Doyle, 1 for Nolene Shanahan, 1 for Katie Sludds, and 1 for Orla Redmond. And but it might be the time that both managements will be looking at the bench and see what's there to come on, Alan.
Yeah, look, for Kilrush you have probably Ashley O'Rourke and Gillian Kavanagh have featured already, but one that hasn't featured yet, and she's only young 16, is Sive Buttle, and I think this could be the day for her. I seen her play last week there in the junior game, and speed to burn. She's also part of the county minor setup, so that could be a great asset to bring on to Runaham when the legs start getting tired in the back. And you can see for Oylegate Glenbrien, they've already brought on Orla Redmond, but Anya Fortune and Sinead Reck have also featured prominent in the rest of the games, so we could see any of them coming on as well.
So Gemma Doyle gets the game going again with the puck out. Falls to Anne Byrne. Flicked forward towards Mag Byrne. Hand pass off as intercepted by Siobhan Cummins. Won there by Derry MacDonald, who gets it out. Cleared by Leanne Cullen up the line towards Orla Redmond. Redmond has it, slips, gets it back to Leanne Cullen again. She's been tackled by Anna Kinsley. Back to Kellyanne Dempsey, forward over the far side. Danielle Hayden out in front that time. Flicked forward by Orla Redmond, and it falls here to Dervla Doyle. And I think Doyle, there might have been maybe a slap back that time, but it wasn't spotted, and the referee is going to call a halt and check on the injured player.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wild swinging team there. I'm not actually sure who it was, but it seemed like a wild swing back on the Kilrush player. And if the referee or linesman have seen it here, it says she could be in trouble.
Yeah, maybe a bit of frustration building up, but yeah, if there was a swing with a hurl, there'll definitely be some kind of reprimand for her, which is a pity. She's had an absolutely brilliant game for Oylegate.
Yeah, Dervla Doyle is having a word with her, so if it is a swing back, she could be in danger here.
So a yellow card there for Dervla Doyle, and we might possibly resume with a free for Kilrush, I would have thought, maybe. But I suppose if it's considered...
That actually should be an indirect free, should it not, if you're in possession?
Yeah, once they had possession, she had the ball in her hand, so that should have been a free to Kilrush.
I think that only applies for an injury, though.
Yeah, maybe so. No.
I think an off-the-ball incident, but it wasn't an off-the-ball incident, it was an on-the-ball incident. I would have given a free to Kilrush out in the middle of the field where it happened, actually, but the game was going again, and both sides will be keen to try and finish it out well with about 9 minutes of normal time to go here, and it falls to Dervla Doyle. Flicked inside to Amanda Scallon. What can Oylegate do to get themselves back into the game? The shot from Amanda Scallon is going to be wide on the right-hand side, and that's 6 wides now for Oylegate Glenbrien.
Yeah, they really need to start using the ball more wisely. They're taking pop shots now. They should settle down.
And when they play as a team, Oylegate do really well. They get good scores.
Puck out this time falls. Lorna Fortune trying to get away from Lauren Doyle. Good hook by Dervla Doyle. That time falls to Emma Tompkins. Tompkins carries it across, but good tackle there by Siobhan Cummins. Is going to be a free now to Kilrush.
So Siobhan Cummins might feel hard done by there again after she dispossessed her, but you know, Emma Tompkins did the trick there and has a free for Mag Byrne to increase her tally.
Yeah, a bit further out from Mag on the 45, but if she settles down, she should have no issue getting this over the bar.
She's on a good day, so in general, they go her way on a good day.
And that is a good strike and over the bar. 7 points now for Mag Byrne, 3 from play, 4 from frees. As we enter the final 7 or 8 minutes here, plus injury time in Belfield in the intermediate Camogie Championship final. And Kilrush lead by 5 points currently, and it looks as though they're on their way to victory here, unless Glenbrien can make something happen in the next minute or two as this one breaks and there's a battle further at the far side again. Amy Fortune is over it there and battling away with Zoe Tobin Cosgrave, who has a 1 and ends up on the ground, and the referee is penalised for overcarrying. It's going to be a free to Oylegate.
There's not too many options here for Oylegate as Derry looks up to take this free, so he did start showing for her.
Ball sent over towards Amanda Scallon. Good battle.
Good work by Karen Tompkins again. She's steady all day there. All the half back line is, to be fair.
And Amanda Scallon tries to get it up again, and good work by Ava McSweeney. Sent forward in towards Mag Byrne. Ava Kelly is there, tried to flick it away. Still Mag Byrne onto it now, has it in her hand. There's a good chance of a score here for Kilrush. Gets it back and throws it back, and I think there was a player penalised at the other end for something similar, and
yeah, there has to be a very obvious and visible hand pass in action, and they're quite strict on that in Camogie. Quite strict on it.
This year especially they have been very strict on it, in fairness.
It's almost like the rule of choice that they're really honing in on is the hand pass and the dropped hurl and all that. So
come on.
And the ball breaks here. Onto it is Orla Redmond, really well gathered up by Orla Redmond. Good tackling there by Anne Byrne. Mairead Sheehan sends it forward in towards Karen, or Emma Tompkins, I should say, as Eva McSweeney tries to get it forward. Good battle here for it. Plenty of players getting their bodies in the way as Sinead Stamp pulls on it there and breaks to Mag Byrne, who's under a lot of pressure from Stamp. Mag Byrne has it up and the shot has gone in and over the bar. Brilliant score there by Mag Byrne.
That's absolutely brilliant play by Mag Byrne. I mean, she earned every bit of that. She came out, she won it, she kind of tried to shirk off her player, struck it over. I mean, that is absolutely leadership at its best there from Mag Byrne.
And just there in the previous break and play, Aisling O'Rourke on the Kilrush side came in for Anna Kinsella, as breaking onto it now is Katie Sludge. She's moved out the field a bit and sends it in. Kicked here by Alicia Cullen and has it up now. There's a bit of room for Nolene Shanahan if the ball can be got in there, but it's a good interception by Karen Tompkins. Nolene Shanahan is still free on the 20-metre line if the ball can be got in, and that was a high tackle. And
there, folks. Car registration 171 WX2357. Please move the cars to Hyundai. 171 WX2357. Please move your cars as causing an obstruction. Thank you.
So free in now for Oylegate. They definitely need a goal at this stage, Claire.
They need something anyway, just to lift them, and you know they're trying hard, but they need to convert the scores. Like we said in the first quarter, they had a couple of opportunities. I feel they might be looking for them now. There's a brilliant score.
Great strike by Dervla Doyle and straight over the bar. That's 5 points now for Doyle. Alan?
Yeah, she is really trying to lift him and carry him. Like she's pretty Oylegate's best player on the day by far. So they'll need her now to push forward, maybe get a few more points if they have any chance left in this last few minutes.
The ball breaks here to Nolene Shanahan. Maybe this can be the goal opportunity that Oylegate need. Shanahan cuts back inside onto her left, lays it off as far as Amanda Scallon, who slips. Shot off the left from Scallon is hooked and goes in there and cleared out by Daniela Hayden out here as far as Karen Tompkins forward to Emma Tompkins. This is good work from Kilrush. Great pace being shown by Emma Tompkins. Inside there's a bit of room. The ball is flicked inside. That was a good ball. Shot taken by Ava McSweeney is blocked down well, but it breaks across to Amy Tobin Cosgrave, who's trying to get it up there under a lot of pressure from Deary MacDonald, and Siobhan Cummins is there too, and Mag Byrne is battling away for Kilrush as she has for most of the game. 5 points in it here in Belfield. Kick clear only into the path of Emma Tompkins. A great chance for a score here, but first touch wasn't perfect as Tompkins sends it back in. Cleared out by Ava Kelly, whose hurl breaks as she does it down on top of Orla Redmond here. Batted down. Deary MacDonald collides that time with Zoe Tobin Cosgrave, as still MacDonald now trying to get clear. Good work by Kilrush in, I want to say in defence. It is in defence, but it's up in their own forward line who are working hard at the moment. Orla Redmond has it up. She's been very impressive since being brought in. Sent up the line towards Amy Fortune, and there was a late tackle there. There's going to be a free from where the ball landed, I think, Alan.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. It's going to be brought back, but it's going to be free anyway.
Yeah. Probably should have been where the ball landed because it was a late tackle and she got hit after the ball was gone. So, look, Kilrush probably there. They should have had a score. It was well worked from straight up the line, but they're unlucky not to get a score. But
and credit where credit is due. Danielle Hayden at number 2 for Kilrush today. I mean, she's been so solid and so quiet, getting the touches in, getting the clearances in, coming out like a Trojan. And you'd have to say the whole half back line, but especially Karen Tompkins. There's a lot of quiet work, and Sharon Sunderland.
Ball across here, breaks to Sharon Sunderland. Good block by Kellyanne Dempsey. Breaks into the path of Mairead Sheehan, who's the captain of the Kilrush side. Will she be lifting the cup here in a few moments beside us, or will it be Siobhan Cummins for Oylegate Glenbrien? Deary MacDonald has it. There's 2 players down injured. There's going to be a possession free to Oylegate when the game resumes. And we have a minute and a half left.
Kilrush managed to keep that 4-point lead almost from the time they took a 4-point lead. Oylegate just couldn't squeeze it back. It's at 5 now, and maybe that's testament to how they dug in the heels when Oylegate were pushing there in the third quarter and still pushing. Kilrush seemed to be able to hold that lead all the time.
yeah, they just kept it. Look, they're trying to build on it. It's actually out of 5 there now, so this ball should go in around square.
It's going to land a bit short of the square, but Anne Byrne gets her hand to it, breaks, pulled on by Karen Tompkins. Siobhan Cummins trying her living best here. Falls. Katie Sludds trying to make something happen. Good battle for possession here. Lorna Fortune flicks it away from Katie Sludds and has it up. Good work by Fortune. Tries to get the hand pass away. Sent into the middle here. Sharon Sunderland with the clearance up towards the full forward line. Flicked ahead. And in towards Mag Byrne. Amy Tobin Cosgrave is over there trying to get it up, and so too is Ava Kelly for Oylegate, who's been impressive enough as she gets it out to, as far as Lauren Doyle. Lauren with the clearance down towards Amanda Scallon, and Katie Sludds running onto it is Katie Sludds here with the white helmet, as staying close to her is Emma Tompkins, and the ball is spilled over the sideline.
Kind of sums up Kilrush's efforts there with their battle. Just to back up what we were saying, they were maintaining that 4 or 5 point lead. They're not afraid to work. They're willing to work, and that kind of sums it up there with that tackling. The ball goes out over the line with the pressure.
Yeah, and it looks like Kilrush have dropped Emma Tompkins back as a fair player, and she's really doing Trojan work back there, trying to get on everything.
And the attempted shot in was blocked down, so we have an Oylegate Glenbrien sideline cut. Well into injury time now. Good cut, but it's into the path of Emma Tompkins. Good work by Leanne Cullen. Sent forward, but into the path of Mag Byrne. Byrne gets it off to Amy Tobin Cosgrave, and maybe Kilrush can finish with a flourish here. Sent across here to Ava McSweeney. Lauren Doyle runs out and gets to it just about first, but it's McSweeney now. A good hook by Doyle. Inside, Sharon Sunderland there, breaks off her hurl. Siobhan Cummins flicks it only into the path of Karen Tompkins. Off into the middle to Emma Tompkins. Emma's going to plant the feet and go for a score from great distance, but it's gone well off to the left and wide. And that's only the 4th wide of the game for Kilrush. 6 wides for Oylegate Glenbrien. And Alan, it looks though we know who the winners are going to be, bar something fairly spectacular happens.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Kilrush's day. They've probably been throughout the championship being the best team, so but we're still not over yet.
And the ball sent in here, flicked away by Maura Kavanagh, but we still have a battle for it. Out here as far as Anne Byrne. And we're well into injury time now at this stage as Anne Byrne clears it forward. The referee looks at the watch. How much longer are we going to have here? There was no announcement of injury time or anything, so we're a little bit in the dark on that, but Oylegate will certainly continue playing till the final whistle and they have a free.
For sure.
Yeah, free into Oylegate. We don't know what. We're played 32.5 minutes here now, so there can't be that much left because there was only 1 or 2 injuries. So.
And the free is mishit there, and Mairead Sheehan sends it back up the field to the other end, and Kilrush have only Mag Byrne up there, but that was all they really needed for a lot of the game because she scored 8 points out of the 110, and the ball is hand passed across, but Leanne Cullen has battled bravely for Oylegate today, has it up, flicks it out to Lauren Doyle. Lauren with the long clearance down towards Amanda Scallon. Scallon gets a hand to it there, closely marking her is Emma Tompkins. Good work by Tompkins to slow her up that time as the hand pass across the middle is intercepted. Mairead Sheehan flicks it to Sharon Sunderland. Still Sunderland with it now, blocked down well by Siobhan Cummins, and there's a free to Oylegate.
Yeah, Siobhan Cummins there. Lauren Doyle, Dervla Doyle, giving their everything. Nolene Shanahan giving their everything all day for Oylegate, and Katie Sludds up front.
Sent in towards Katie Sludds. Got her hand to it again, it just bounced away this time, and there was a chop there. There's going to be a free to Oylegate, and we still have a little bit more time left to play.
I think Kilrush have done really well as well, bringing back Emma Tompkins. As Alan would well know, she's a good woman to sweep. She reads the ball well, she delivers a good pass. She's worked really, really hard since she's come back as an extra defender, and you know, Kilrush seemed to have made the right move at the right time all through the game. They opened it up when they needed to open it up. They took their scores when they got the opportunities. They gave the right ball into Mag Byrne, and you know, she did provide 7 of their scores today. So
lobbed in by Amanda Scallon, and there was
A square ball, seemingly he's after run for. I don't know. No, but look, sort of we bring it back to the first 15 minutes where we said Oylegate had all the possession and they just didn't. They had only 2 points to show at the first water break, where they probably should have had more, and that was probably been where they've only scored 6 points for the whole game.
they could have been 6 up. Yeah, they could have been 6 up at that stage. Yeah.
and Sinead Reck has been brought in for Orla Redmond on the Oylegate side. And it falls to Reck, battling away there, but it's Danielle Hayden again who clears it up the line towards Zoe Tobin Cosgrave, or is it Amy even?
It's Amy, her sister, this time she's
The
having to come
player of
now.
the match for the intermediate county final is number 15 for Kilrush, Mag Byrne.
And the ball is out over the sideline of the far side, and we're really well into injury time now. And the referee is over there at the far side now. And that's the final whistle blown, and Kilrush are indeed the champions. 110 to 8 points here in Belfield. There was a long wait and injury time there, Alan, but worthy winners Kilrush in the end by 5 points.
Yeah, definitely worthy winners. Look, we've said it from the start. They have been the best team in the whole championship. They went the whole year unbeaten, scoring 12.72 and then 110 today again. Like, they are probably the big scoring team. So look, it's great for them that they can finally try themselves in senior ranks.
And I actually think it's brilliant for their club. They've been really successful underage. They've carried through players from under 14 all the way up to minor and to here. They've probably been the most successful underage team up to now. So just fruits for them today. They really knuckled down there when things weren't going their way in the first quarter. They just managed to devise a plan and tactically did the right things at the right time, picked off their scores, gave the right kind of ball in, defended it right and well at the right time, and you'd have to give them all their credit from 1 to 15 and subs that came in. Like, they all played their part, and you know, credit where credit is due. They all did special things today, and you know, it does take a momentous effort to win a county final, and they've definitely earned this one.
And some of you might have heard the announcement here of the player of the match a few minutes ago as Mag Byrne, and that was picked by the three of us here just off camera. But Alan, I suppose Mag had an excellent game, and there were plenty of other good performances as well.
Yeah, no, Mag was brilliant from start to finish. Probably her point there where she was on the back foot and ended up on the ground was just, after getting out of trouble, was superb. Like, and that alone probably was worthy of a player of the match performance. But like, you go back to the rest through the team, like Emma Tompkins, superb, Anne Byrne, Mairead Sheen worked tirelessly, but then especially mention has got Danielle Hayden at number 2. I think she was outstanding today, and she probably had a quite third quarter because the ball wasn't going in there, but other than that, I went in at all, she just cleared out.
Yeah, brilliant work overall, and it does take special players to do special things on county final day, and Mag Byrne did just that today. She was probably deprived of the ball in the first 15 minutes, but you know, she had a really brilliant game, and just rewards to her.
And yeah, the standout performance, as was mentioned there by Claire and Alan. I was very impressed obviously with Mag Byrne. I thought Anne Byrne got through an awful lot of work in the middle of the field. Danielle Hayden, as I said, and Amy Tobin Cosgrave.
The two Tompkins sisters did brilliant work as well.
Two Tompkins did very well. So there was plenty of good performance for Kilrush all over the field. From the Oylegate Glenbrien side, I was impressed enough with Ava Kelly. I thought she did a lot of hard work for Oylegate. Dervla Doyle was decent in the middle of the field as well. Siobhan Cummins, the captain, was very good. Lauren Doyle, Nolene Shanahan looked dangerous at times, and Katie Sludds was good in the air. So look, plenty for Oylegate to be happy about, I suppose. Obviously they won't be happy about the result, but they should take a bit of confidence from this going forward anyway.
Well,
Claire.
they did half the result that happened earlier in the year. They lost by 10 points earlier, they lost by 5 today, and 5 today with not their best performance, so they will know that there's more in them. There's been, you know, a good battle here today. Oylegate might have been disappointed with their scoring strategy maybe in comparison to the possession that they had, but Kilrush seemed to do the right thing at the right time, and everybody played their part, and you know, that's just the way it goes on county final day.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly is, and it's gone the way of Kilrush today. We'll have the presentation now in a few minutes, but that's it from us here in the commentary box until the start of the senior game. So thanks very much to Alan Brennan and Claire O'Connor, and we'll be over with the presentation now in a few minutes.
I want to congratulate both teams on a great game. The player of the match is for Kilrush, number 15, a certain Mag Byrne. Now I'm going to call on Lisa O'Neill to present the cup to the winning captain from Kilrush.
Okay. Tá áras Tá's arm an corn sin a ghlacha fearn Kilrush! Woo! I'm absolutely honoured to be up here on behalf of the Kilrush girls to accept this Eilish O'Neill Cup. Maura Kavanagh's auntie, this is this cup. So it means a lot to our club here and to the Kavanagh family. A few years ago, Kathy Kavanagh was up here, so she was taking her speech over socks. Today I'm just going to do this one off the cuff. First of all, I'd just like to thank everybody. Just looking around here, just to see so many faces, to have our families, to have our friends, and to have the community here with us today from both parishes. It's just hearing the roars, hearing the crowd out there. The atmosphere was really good there out today, so thank you all for coming out and supporting both clubs. Next up, I'd like to thank Oylegate. We knew today that this was going to be a dogfight. Every time we play Oylegate, it's just a tough battle between ourselves and them. I've no doubt in my mind that you're going to be back up here next year. You've got serious, talented players out there and some great athletes. So hard luck today and best of luck in the future. I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, to Drumdairy Precast. They've been sponsors throughout the year, and we've been very fortunate that we had additional businesses sponsoring us this year. Only for you, we wouldn't be here today. Your generosity hasn't gone unknown, so big thank you to those. To Sophie McCabe, our physio, you've put in a lot of work throughout the year. Woo! Just to get the girls right for today and every day. Some of these girls were up here, were here last week in county finals and between minors and games and school games. You know, Sophie's put a lot of work into getting these girls ready for today, and it really has paid off, so thanks. Next up, I'd like to thank Belfield and Raps for allowing us to play here in the complex today. Look, there's not much of a sod left out there for the next game, but we're just very happy that this went ahead. We're delighted that we're here today. To the officials and the referee, look, you did a great job out there, so thanks very much. Next up, to our management team and our selectors. To Alan Sunderland, our manager. To James Tompkins. To Conor Murphy. To Mary, Hayden. There's some great leaders and characters on our management squad there. Only for you, for putting in the dedication, the commitment. And these lads and Mary, they instilled the belief in us from the get-go. Right from January, we were out there training online. It was a tough year for everybody. So thanks, lads, for giving up your free time and volunteering to be here with us week in, week out, early mornings, late nights. You know, it's really paid off. So 3 cheers, lads. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Next up, to this group of girls right in front of me. I'm privileged to be here accepting this on behalf of you girls. It's an incredible bunch. When we go out onto that field, we play for each other out there. I just said to the girls beforehand, 60, 70 minutes ago, that take this as a game. It's a match, it's not an occasion. But by God, it's an occasion tonight because we're celebrating the double. We've just won the league and now we've won the championship. Let's bring it home and enjoy the success. We're going up to senior again. Woo! Thank you.